A doctorsperspective.net mini-sode. This time it's Cash Practice PT with Jared Carter, episode 70, taxes. We're talking about most small businesses can qualify for a new pass-through income, 20% savings, whereas before it's just like C-corps that could do that. He was still a little vague on it, the answer, the guess, so really can't talk much about it, to be honest, other than if you make 167 single or 315 as a total married couple, it may not be something that you need to worry about. For his corp, that's kind of the limits for your C-corp situation. Otherwise, you may not be able to use it. His main advice was always talk to your CPA now instead of waiting until April 10th. And of course, you need to make sure you have a lawyer involved as well. One thing that most people need to do, we spend more time shopping for a car than we do setting up our business entity and talking about taxes. But when you form your business, is it a PLLC? Is it an LLC? You want an S-corp? Sometimes you need to look at your goals in business, and other times it's just the state laws that dictate what kind of business you're going to be in. Like a perk for S-corp is that you can have your regular employee, as yourself as an employee getting paid, but then you can also do a K1 or a K2 distribution, and pretty much it's like only paying 15% taxes. And instead of saying my employee and I pay $150,000, you might pay say $70,000, and then the rest of it is a K distribution. When you're looking at this, you also want to ask questions like, are you just a private practice? Do you have online sales? Do you do consulting? All of those things might dictate what type of corporation set up. Also, should you have LLCs for each one, or a parent company and you have like DBAs or LLCs underneath that? It can get complicated, so find out. Did you know that you could potentially hire your kids and your spouse? You definitely want to find out what the rules are for that. Also, when you're talking about your home office, what is needed to document, like internet, videos, and you have to do at least 14 hours a week at your home office. So definitely want to talk to your CPA to find out what are the rules, because maybe you can qualify. There's lots of apps out there to calculate the mileage to and from your house to your work. So if you have a home office, potentially home to work office and back and forth could actually all be counted, but you got to make sure you talk to your accountant about that. And then we talked a little bit about Roth IRAs, simple SEPs, 401ks, and all of that. And remember, with a 401k, if you want to match whatever you put in, like a 2%, you have to offer that to your employees as well, because it's technically you're an employee as well. So you can't just say, I just want to do it and not offer it to them. So you got to make a decision. Do you want your business to contribute or not? And he had availability, his new book. If you want to get it, it may or may not still be active. creditcodingcompany.com/cash-based. Thought that was a pretty cool offer he gave. I will have a guest show soon. I think it'll be like episode 130-ish, called Jason Rainier, CFP, Certified Financial Planner. We're going to go into great detail about some of the things that we're talking about here today. So stay tuned for that on the program. As always, check out the resources page for all the technology products that I recommend, like Blueberry for hosting your podcast if you're interested in that, JLab audio speakers, Missing Letter for automated social media posts, and more. That about does it. Dr. Justin Trostler. We went #behind the curtain.